20 million flood victims clamor for aid, officials in Pakistan remain unmoved. Despite the widespread calamity, the aid disbursement has been rife with cases of funds misappropriation, fake camps for photo ops, and diverting water into the lands of poor farmers. The result, many countries and organizations donating aid have chosen to avoid government channels. Of the $350 million worth of aid reaching Pakistan through the United Nations, 216 million of it will be distributed via United Nations or other associated agencies and NGOs. Despite the lack of visible multinational confidence in the official machinery, Pakistani politicians have been at the center of misappropriating the little funds that are getting to the government. Victims inhabiting the camps in the district of Sakhar in Sindh complained that they were not given any food or other relief good rations despite government claims that rupees 7 million a day was being released to the camps for relief goods. The money, meant to supply cooked food and other material to the flood refugees in various camps in the district, was bungled by a host of government officials, including the DCO Sakhar, Inamullah Khan Dharejo. However, the Prime Minister, instead of quelling the fears of his people, thrice visited fake camps for none other than a photo op. First, on August 5th, a fake medical camp in Mianwali where he distributed checks. Then, on August 12th at Sohbatpur in Balochistan, and repeating the criminal offense mere 5 days later at another camp in Dera Ismail Khan. In all the instances, the camps had been hurriedly set up a few hours before the arrival of Gilani, and arrangements would wound up before his convoy was out of earshot. But the corruption is not only at the top. Land-owning government officials throughout the affected areas have been diverting water away from their own agricultural land and estates. The entire length of the flood embankment is rife with tales of intentional levee breaches to safeguard certain estates. The Khosas and Hunjras family on the right side of the river deliberately breached a dike to flood Muzaffargarh in Punjab on August 2nd. Similar trend was seen downstream where on August 8th, a provincial parliamentarian of the area, Sayyid Khurshid Shah, prevented an embankment from being breached to safeguard his own lands, jeopardizing the main barrage in the area. The lessons were not enough, and innocent people were put in harm's way when on August 19th, a levee was breached to save an air base in Jacobabad. As a result, 800,000 people in the area of Jafrabad, Balochistan had to abandon their homes and their lands. On August 27th, another parliamentarian from Sakhar was caught on camera trying to save his own private estate at the cost of the public. MPA Abid Jatoi was filmed ordering men from nearby villages in Kot Shahu and government machinery to set up barriers to prevent floodwaters from reaching his 5,000-acre under-construction mansion.
ये बंद जो हमने बांधा, अगर इसको वो गलत रंग में ले रहे हैं, तो मैं समझता हूँ ये नाइंसाफी ज्यादती होगी। हर एक लाजमी अपने घर को बचाने की कोशिश कराए। हमारा करमपुर के दरमियान में चोई शाख है, बेगारी शाख है, बेगारी कैनाल बड़ी है, तो हम ये बंद बांध के कोई गुनाह तो नहीं किया कि अपने घर को बचाने के लिए।
Latest reports suggest that the initial fervor for help has washed over and the NGOs are struggling to provide the aid as people fill up camps and the queues become longer. And when the money is needed most by the people who have lost their lives, their homes, their livelihoods and life belongings, the Pakistani president has approved $11 million for a monument in the federal capital of Islamabad. The proposed monument will be built in the expensive Shakarpanya forest area of Islamabad. The land alone for the monument is going to cost upwards of $5 million, while the monument itself will cost $4.9 million. How will this monument benefit them? When will it all stop?